How do you follow through with weight loss when you have 100 plus pounds to lose? This week, we're getting into it. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Walk With Me. This is Josh here, and this week we are talking about staying on track with long-term weight loss. This is always the big question, the big struggle, the big debate for everybody. How do you stay on track? How do you stay motivated? What do you do to keep going? And I know I've talked about this ad nauseum before, but I just had another point that I really wanted to drill home for all of you, and it was worthy of its own video. So here we go. If you want to be successful with your weight loss, it has to have the same level of priority and importance in your life as your career, as your family, as sleeping, as going to the bathroom. It has to become the most or one of the most important things in your life. I always think when I get asked this question, how do I stay on track long term with losing weight? It's the same thing. How do you go to work every day when you don't want to go? If you don't go to that job, you're not going to have any money. You're not going to be able to afford food or a place to live. So you just go. Even if you don't want to, you just go. It's the same exact equation for weight loss. If you don't lose weight, you're going to be obese, you're going to be unhealthy, you're probably going to die earlier than you would if you didn't lose weight. And I know how cheesy that sounds. It sounds like we're on an episode of The Biggest Loser or something, but it really is a matter of life and death, any way that you put it. And if you're someone that feels like, I fully agree with you, I totally am in the same spot, I am ready and I'm dedicated, but I still just can't stay on track. If that's the case for you, you probably just need to readjust your strategy for how you're losing weight. You always want to aim to make it as easy as possible because it's all about adherence. All diets can be effective. The only thing that makes or breaks them is how well you can adhere to them. So try and test out some different things if you're still having trouble, but you have that motivation deep inside. I've always been someone that's kind of had two jobs, or at least had one job in a really time-intense hobby. At different points in my life, I've been a graphic designer, a touring musician, a YouTuber now, all while still having a different full-time job. Something I noticed from myself when I was able to push past and actually finish losing weight was the only time I didn't have that kind of second gig going on. I had a couple of years in between where I was just kind of being a normal person, as I like to call it. I had my one full-time job and that was that. So I had a lot more free time than I was used to. And I noticed when I opened up that kind of space into my life, it was really when I started to see those big changes in my weight and when I started to really see that finish line. So if you're someone like me that has a lot of different stuff going on, it's probably worthwhile to make weight loss your main hobby, your main focus for the time that you need. So I don't know how many other people are really going to be able to relate to that, but it was just a big mental breakthrough for me, and it just had a really big impact on me following through. And even if you're someone that just clocks in and clocks out for your 40-hour job and you don't really have a ton else going on, treat weight loss like it's a second job. It deserves and warrants that severity and that importance in your life. Hopefully that helps for a couple of you. I know it's another brief one this week. I'll be honest, I'm cheating a little bit, recording 2 episodes back to back, so I've been walking around for like 40 minutes now. Camera's very heavy. I'd love for you to share down below if you have any kind of mindset, I hate to say hacks, but mindset hacks or mental changes that you made that helped with your weight loss or helped with staying on track. Share them down below for everybody, but make sure to like the video if you enjoy this. Really helps the channel out a ton. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Welcome Me comes out every Monday. Other videos come out on Fridays. I don't know if you can hear me right now because of all this road noise, but I'll talk to all you guys later. Have a good one.